There's a piece of productivity advice that almost broke me. You've probably heard it. Eat the frog.
The idea is simple. Do the hardest, most important task first thing in the morning. Just force yourself to do the big thing.
And for years, I thought something was wrong with me. I would wake up, stare at the task, and just not start. My brain literally wouldn't turn on.
There's a Reddit thread with thousands of upvotes saying, "Eat the frog destroyed my mornings for years." So I ran the most popular hacks through AI to test if they were designed for brains like ours. The results were not subtle. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what the data showed and why the advice you've been given isn't just unhelpful. It's structurally cruel. And by the end, I'll show you what actually works instead. Let's start with the one that does the most damage. The advice. Do the hardest thing first, before you lose willpower, before distractions creep in. Why it sounds logical. If you knock out the big task early, the rest of the day feels easier. You build momentum. And for neurotypical brains, that might actually work. But here's what that advice assumes. It assumes your brain is fully online the moment you wake up. It assumes executive function is available on demand. It assumes you can decide to start a hard thing, and then just start it. For neurodivergent brains, that's not how it works. Task initiation, the ability to begin, is the actual barrier, not the task itself. When I ran my own weekly audit through AI, which I showed in my last video, one of the clearest data points was this. My brain doesn't functionally activate until 10:30 in the morning. So Eat the Frog was asking me to do my hardest task during the window when my brain was basically offline, every single morning. And when I couldn't do it, I didn't think, oh, my prefrontal cortex isn't engaged yet. I thought, I'm lazy. That's the damage. The advice sounds neutral, but when it fails, and for us, it will fail, the only explanation left is you. What actually works? You don't eat the frog first. You eat the frog when your brain is actually hungry. For me, that's 10:30 to 12:30. That 2-hour window is when I can take on the hard things, because my executive function is actually present. Not because I forced it, because it arrived. This one looks so good on paper. The advice. Divide your day into blocks. Assign each block a task. Follow the schedule. It's clean, it's structured, it's satisfying to set up, and for neurodivergent brains, it is a fantasy document. Here's why. Time blocking assumes you can feel time passing, that you have an internal sense of, it's been 30 minutes, time to switch. That's called time perception, and for most neurodivergent people, it's unreliable at best. When I analyzed my audit data, I was context switching every 11 minutes. Not because I chose to, because that's how my brain was responding to the environment. So a schedule that says 9 to 10:30 deep work isn't a plan. It's a prediction about a brain that doesn't work on predictions. And every time a block fails, every time you look up and realize you've been doing something else for 45 minutes, it doesn't feel like a scheduling error. It feels like a character flaw. What actually works? Instead of blocking time, block energy states. You don't need to know what you'll do at 2 p.m. You need to know, when I feel focused, here's what's ready. When I feel scattered, here's what I can still do. When I'm done, I stop. AI helped me map those states from my audit, and the difference was immediate. This is the one I need to talk about carefully, because unlike the other hacks, this one doesn't usually come from a productivity book. It comes from someone who cares about you. a therapist, a partner, a parent, a friend. Just break it down into smaller steps. And it sounds so reasonable, so compassionate even. The logic. If a task feels too big, make it smaller. Break it into pieces, then just do the first piece. And here's why this is the one that hurts the most. Because the problem was never that the task was too big. The problem was never that I didn't understand the steps. I could break a project into 20 steps. I could color code them. I could organize them by priority and deadline and level of effort. And then I would sit there, staring at step 1, unable to begin. When I ran this through AI, I gave it my task data from the audit week and asked it to find the pattern. It didn't find what I expected. The tasks I completed weren't smaller. They weren't simpler. They were the ones that had a clear entry point. A specific first action that didn't require a decision. The tasks I got stuck on? They all started with a choice. Which part do I do first? Where do I even open this? Do I need something before I can start? And here's what makes just break it down actually cruel for our brains. Smaller steps don't remove decisions. They multiply them. Every subtask is a new starting point. And every starting point is a new place to get stuck. So when someone says, just break it down, and it doesn't work, you don't think the advice is wrong. You think you are wrong. Because how could you fail at something that simple? That's the gaslighting layer. It's wrapped in kindness, and that makes it harder to name. What actually works? Instead of breaking tasks into smaller pieces, build an entry ramp. One action, no decisions. Not start the report, but open the document and type one sentence. Not plan the project, but paste the brief into AI and ask it what the first physical action is. The task doesn't need to be smaller. The start needs to be obvious. And then there's the classic. If you saw my last video, you already know how this one ends. The advice. Write everything down. Keep a running list. Check things off as you go. Sounds helpful. Sounds essential even. But let me ask you something. Where is your to-do list right now? Not metaphorically, physically. Where is it? Because here's the thing no one says about to-do lists. They require object permanence. The list exists. You forget the list exists. And every productivity system assumes one thing, that you will remember to check the system. In my audit, I had 47 items on my to-do list. I finished 3. Not because 44 tasks were hard, because I forgot the list was there. And when I did remember, when I finally opened it, the sheer volume triggered a shame spiral so fast that I closed it and did none of them. The AI analysis was clear. The to-do list was a shame archive. What actually works? Stop storing tasks in a static list. Use AI as an active external memory, not a place where tasks go to sit. A system that surfaces the right task at the right time. You don't need to remember to check it. It comes to you. Here's what I want you to take from this. If you've tried these hacks and they didn't work, the problem was never your effort. It was never your discipline, and it was never your character. These systems were designed for brains that can feel time passing, that can initiate tasks on demand, that remember things exist when they can't see them. That's not a universal brain. That's a specific brain. And if yours doesn't work that way, you didn't fail the system. The system was never built for you. When I stopped trying to force my brain into frameworks that weren't designed for it, and started using AI to understand how my brain actually operates, something shifted.
Not a productivity hack, not a new app, a quieter thing. I stopped being ashamed of how I work.
I'm currently building out the system I use to replace all 4 of these hacks. Not with more willpower, but with AI that adapts to how I actually function. So here's where to start. Not with a new planner, not with another app, not with a system overhaul. 3 things. That's it. Step 1. Find when your brain turns on. Tomorrow, just notice. Don't change anything, just pay attention to when you shift from foggy to functional. That's your peak window. That's when you eat the frog. Not at 6 a.m. because a book told you to. When your brain is actually ready, that's when the hard thing goes. And if you're not sure, ask AI. Tell it what your day looked like, when you started and finished tasks, and ask it to find your activation window. It'll see the pattern faster than you will. Step 2. Build one entry ramp. Think about the task that's been sitting on your list the longest, the one you keep moving to tomorrow. Now, instead of breaking it into smaller steps, because that doesn't work, ask yourself one question. What is the first physical action that requires 0 decisions? Not start the project, not outline the report. Something like open the document. That's it. One action, no choices. Build the ramp and let momentum do the rest. And if you can't find the entry point, ask AI. What's the first physical action I can take on this task that requires no decisions? It's genuinely good at this. Step 3. Get your tasks off the list and into the room. If your to-do list lives in a notebook or an app you forget to open, it's not a system, it's a graveyard. Instead, dump everything into AI. Not to organize it, to let it surface the right thing at the right time. Tell it your energy level. Tell it how much time you have. And let it hand you the one next thing. You don't need to remember to check the list. The list comes to you. That's it. Peak window. One entry ramp. Tasks that come to you. You don't need more discipline. You need systems that match your brain. If your brain doesn't fit the system, subscribe/follow. Next video. I'll show you exactly how that system works. I'm Nicole. I make content for neurodivergent people trying to make AI actually work for them. If your brain doesn't fit the system, subscribe. See you in the next one!